This is grade 3 ABRSM theory, and this is question 4.1. For each example, write one note to form the named interval. Your note should be higher than the given note, and the key is F sharp minor. Okay, now there are multiple ways to do this, but in the exam, now it is online, you can't draw or mark the exam paper in any way. You'll have a drag or drop to put your note in the right place, but that often means that you can't write anything on the screen that you might like to. So this is a method of doing this where you can write everything on your scrap piece of A4 paper that you are allowed to take into the exam. So the first thing I'll do, I know it's F sharp minor, and I'm going to write the degrees of the scale. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now F sharp is my first note, and then I'm just going to write the rest of the scale, and then I'll add in the sharps and flats. So F sharp, G, A, B, C, D, E, and F sharp at the end. Now F sharp minor is related to A major, so to find that you're going to go up 3 semitones, start off at F sharp, and then you're going to go up to G, and then G sharp, and then A. Alternatively, you could look at your circle of fifths, which I'm sure you've learnt very well by now and have written down on another scrap piece of paper. So that's going to give you 3 sharps. We have got F sharp, C sharp, and G sharp. So we're now going to go ahead and put those into our scale as well. F's at the beginning, that's your G, and that's your C. Okay, so they're all in place. Now, let's have a look at the first one. It asks for a minor 6. So this is your first note, and this is a minor scale. So all you have to do is to go up to the 6, and you'll see that it is a D natural. So we're going to go ahead and count up and find a 6th, and we're going to write that one in there. Now, a couple of exam papers I've had, people have put them on top like this. That's not what they're asking for in the exam. They're asking for what the note to be one after each other. Okay, right, so now we've got this one. We're going to go on to our second one, and we've been asked to find a perfect fourth. So perfect fourth will be here. We don't have to worry about it being major or minor because it is perfect. Oops, hang on, let's get that back. It is perfect, so that means that we are just going to write a fourth above it. So we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, and that is my perfect fourth. Okay, so let's go on to the next one. So we have got C, and it asks for a major 7th. Okay, so we're going to find our 7th. Now this is a minor scale that we have written out. So if it is major, we're going to have to do something to it, and you're going to go up a semitone for it to be major. So you're going to find your 7th, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and you're going to sharpen it to make it major. Okay, let's go on to D, minor 3rd. Again, we've got the minor scale written out, so that's an easy one. We're going to count up 3, and there we go. And now we've got a major 2nd. I'm going to come back to that one, and we're going to go on and have a look at F. So F is a perfect 8th or an octave. So the first note is going to be an F sharp, which means the last note is going to be an F sharp. So don't forget to put your sharp in front of it. There. Okay. Right, now we're going to come back to this second, because the major and minor seconds don't tend to follow the same rule that we've spoken about. So this works for every single degree of the scale. Perfect, you have perfect fourths, perfect fifths, and a perfect octave. So even if you've written out the minor scale, it doesn't matter. You just use what you've written because it's the same in both major and minor scales. If it's minor and you've written out on a minor scale, you just take everything from your scale you've written. If it's major, then you're going to raise it by a semitone. Now, in this case, it's not quite the same. So major seconds are the only exception. So the way to think of it is a minor second is 1 semitone higher than the starting note. So that's an F sharp, so that would make it a G. Now a major second is 2 semitones or a tone, a whole step up. So that's the only difference. So we're now going to go up here, and we worked out that it's major second, which is 2 semitones from F sharp. So we're going to go up to G sharp. If you're unsure, you should be looking at your keyboard, which you've written out, and I have a video on how to quickly draw and label a keyboard in your exam so that you have some references to look at.